Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no days. Fuck around and end up gone. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Starter fees, street blues, what I taught. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind. Knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines. It was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here come the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VBS when the sun is hitting. Shit be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's
tickets.
go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know it's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts. We here. I'm trying to get in contact with my brother King L's, but he ain't answering the phone. I'm hoping everything is good. I passed you when I was with him earlier today. I don't know if you saw me. He ain't answering the phone, so we're going to postpone the show the next week. We're going to do a show tonight. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title. We about to get straight to it.
We cool,
I knew it wasn't one of these immigrants that did it. What's up?
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office, yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, that's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, that's family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Pass to my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Brain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and E&E shit, we the best, yes, true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? We here, man. We definitely about to get to it. That's a fact. Yeah. What up? It's your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts, and we here, man. Apologize for the tardiness. I was trying to wait for my brother King L to call me back or respond to my phone call, but he's not. So, you know, I'd imagine if he ain't got at me and told me something, I imagine he got something important going on. So, you know what I'm talking about? We'll holler at L when we holler at L. But the show definitely go on. We'll just postpone the sports show to next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful part about what we do over here because we on our own schedule. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother King Els. You know what I'm saying? I don't automatically assume that something is wrong or something bad happened. You know, I don't assume none of that. I just sit up there and go on with the show. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, that's my bad, y'all. That's my bad, y'all. What's good with everybody, man? Like I said, I called L like 3 times. He ain't answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? We're going to postpone the sports show the next week. You understand me? And we're going to talk about this tonight. And it's kind of cool because I kind of wanted to talk about this. I actually was going to make a pre-recorded. But since L's not here, we're going to just have here and do a live stream about it, right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm talking about? How's everybody doing this evening, man? You know? Crazy stuff going on, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my brother, Mr. O, or Lance Parker, or somebody like that can pull up in here, you know what I'm saying, from the turf and up there in Chicago and give us some more insight on this, man. But I found out about this earlier this morning, right? I see they didn't make too many reports about it yesterday, right? But we're going to get to it. You feel me? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. All right? Now, when I heard this story earlier today, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm thinking to myself, they're not telling us who did this shooting. They're not saying the name. They say they got surveillance video. They say they got numerous witnesses saying they saw who did it, but they refused, or up until a certain point, they did not tell us who this guy was. That led me to believe that they were on purpose trying to put out the perception that maybe it might have been some of these Venezuelan Tren de Aragua gang members. But me being a true journalist, I couldn't speak on it outside of just saying what it is, you know, because, you know, like I said, I'm a proper journalist. They never disclosed who did it, so I wouldn't make the assumption that the Venezuelans did it. And come to find out, they didn't. Come to find out, this guy did it. Or so that's what we're being told, right? This guy, this brother's name right here is, what's his name? Gary. Hold on, what's his name real quick again? Randy Davis. Let's go.
And we begin with that breaking news this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ben Bradley.
And I'm Lourdes Duarte. First-degree murder charges are approved against a man in the shooting of 4 people aboard a CTA Blue Line train. 2
of the victims have been identified so far. WGN's Christine Flores is live in Forest Park now with the latest.
Well, Ben and Lourdes, good evening. Now, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office has approved charges for 4 counts of first-degree murder for 30-year-old Ronnie S. Davis from Chicago. Now, 2 of the victims have since been identified as 28-year-old Simeon Behesi, who died from multiple gunshot wounds, and 60-year-old Adrian Collins, who died from a gunshot wound to the abdomen. We are still waiting on the identities of 2 of the victims.
It's not clear what the person's motives were. And we think there could have been more loss of life.
Forest Park Mayor Rory Hoskins reflects on Monday morning's shooting on the CTA Blue Line that claimed the life of 4 people just before 5:30. The train was arriving at the Des Plaines Avenue terminal.
These victims were murdered in their sleep.
Hoskins says they were shot at point-blank range. WGN Investigates has learned the shooter was wearing a mask when they approached the sleeping victims, and there was no provocation before the gunfire. While the shooter was wearing a mask during the shooting, surveillance video later captured them without it. The suspect was detained about 90 minutes later by Chicago police on a Pink Line train.
I have not watched the video, but our deputy police chief told me what he saw in the video. You know, it's not a movie. It's real life. And it's, what I'm told, very gruesome.
3 people died on scene. A 4th person was later pronounced dead at a nearby hospital.
I'm grieving. My heart goes out to those families and to those who lost their lives of this senseless, wicked act. But it's my effort to make sure that we are investing in people is still very much front and center.
Village officials are asking for more public safety support at the state and local level, adding that they are the only community in the county with 2 major train lines that end in the area, leaving them with an influx of issues like homelessness and drug overdoses in and around the transit center.
It's a horrible tragedy that 4 people are dead on Labor Day weekend.
It is, man. That's terrible.
Our police department and our fire department respond to this location probably more than any other location in our jurisdiction.
I absolutely believe that as we look at the reforms that we're making to our transit system, that we need to be addressing the broader question of, why isn't there enough security being provided? And of course, Springfield's going to be a very important part of that. We're not the only funder or the only available partner in that, but certainly we're trying to put together a plan that will make sense for the future and that will keep people safe.
We are expecting to learn more about these charges and the suspect in a press conference that's scheduled later this evening at 7 o'clock. For now, reporting live in Forest Park, Christine Flores, WGN News.
My Lord, man. My Lord. My Lord, man. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane. Right?
Have a mass shooting like this, especially this close to Chicago for our next story. A gorgeous Live Now look there over the Windy City skyline. It has to do, though, with crime on this Labor Day. 4 people were fatally shot on the CTA Blue Line train this morning. For more on what happened, we're going out to our friend there at Fox 32 in Chicago, reporter Nate Rogers with the details. He joins me. Nate, thanks for being with us, especially on this Labor Day. What exactly all went down there this morning?
Yeah, Andrew, well, good evening to you and to your viewers at home. I tell you, truly a tragic day here in Chicago. Authorities calling this incident heinous. We have learned over the last couple of hours from multiple sources that detectives are working to determine if this was a random act by a gunman who apparently shot and killed 4 people while they were on a CTA Blue Line train here overnight. Those 4 people, we're told, were sleeping tonight. The suspected gunman is in custody.
It's a horrible tragedy that 4 people are dead on Labor Day weekend.
Multiple ambulances on scene along with law enforcement from various agencies. It happened around 5:30 a.m. 4 people shot, apparently sleeping on a Blue Line train as it was pulling into the Des Plaines Forest Park Transit Center.
This, obviously is shocking. It is uncommon, to have a mass shooting like this, especially this close to home.
Police say the victims were all passengers seated in 2 different train carts. 3 people were immediately pronounced dead. The 4th person died at a local hospital. The gunman's motive, unknown.
Currently, that suspect is being held in the Forest Park Police Department because we believe it was only one suspect for one offense.
Authorities say CTA's enhanced technology tracked the suspect after he fled from the Blue Line to a Pink Line train. Forest Park Police, CPD, the CTA, and West Suburban Major Crimes Task Force all collaborating, arresting the suspect in an hour.
I have to be at work at 7, so I would have been right on this train.
The station remained closed much of the day. Police calling it an isolated incident with no threat to the public. Tanasha Baker calls the situation tragic. She rides the Blue Line daily.
The people that just stand out here outside, they just looking for a place to sleep, ain't nowhere else.
And Andrew, at this hour, we're still waiting to learn the names and ages of the victims. So far, the medical examiner's office here has told us that the victims appear to be 3 black men, as well as 1 woman who is white. We also learned from authorities that a gun was recovered at the scene. The Forest Park Police continue to investigate this situation. Charges, we're told, are pending. That is the latest here in Forest Park. Nate Rogers, Fox, Chicago.
Nate, I just got a couple of questions. For our viewers who aren't familiar with the Chicago area, Let's talk about the blue line. Let's talk about it being there in Forest Park. How far is this, say, from downtown Chicago? And normally, how busy is it? Yesterday was a holiday, so is that somewhat of a silver lining here? Maybe not as many people would be on it?
Well, yeah, the Blue Line train, this stop is the end of the line for the Blue Line here in Chicago. I'd say it's about a 25-minute ride from downtown Chicago. A lot of folks still travel on the Blue Line. I don't think a lot of folks were on the train today because it is a Labor Day. But I will tell you that the Blue Line here in Chicago is one of the train lines that tends to see a lot of crime. In fact, the mayor of Forest Park, as well as the police chief, says that they've received an enormous amount of calls at this particular stop because there's a lot of crime activity in terms of overdoses and other criminal activity that they described to reporters earlier today. But the other thing that's a lot of folks need to know, there are a lot of homeless people that tend to sleep on the trains late at night and overnight. The Blue Line is one of the trains here that tends to run 24/7, as are many bus lines. And so when we were speaking with a lot of folks today, they shared with us that they tend to see homeless folk on the train because many of them feel as if they don't have a place to go. So certainly just a very tragic situation here. That's why even at this hour, normally the medical examiner's office, they by now would have given us names and even like addresses or even ages. But as of right now, we're still working to figure out who those relatives even are.
Right. Crazy stuff, man. Absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane, man. This is freaking crazy, right? 4 people minding their business, sleep, rough sleepers, man, homeless people, man, had no idea that their lives were going to end in the way they did that day, right? Well, yesterday, this is crazy, man. You hear me? It appeared to be random, right? Now, my thing is this, though. What would possess somebody to do something like this? And I think all of us over here that tap in with me know for a fact what could possess somebody to do something like this, right? Yeah, you already know, Blake, man. You don't get no stripes for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's the crazy part about it, though, Blake Margaret, because this wasn't no Venezuelan gang members that did this. Allegedly, what they're telling us is that this young homie did it. Randy Davis. This guy right here. They're telling us that he did it. So the question begs, well, why did he do it? Who is Randy Davis, 30, of Chicago? All right. Let's find out. Let's see what information they got on this guy, if any. I doubt if they got anything on him. I keep telling y'all about this stuff, man. And that's why I say, Blake Margaret, man, we got to do our due diligence, man. Shout out to my brother Red, man. Listen, got to do your due diligence, man. That's why it's always best to wait when stuff like this happen. Don't try to just rush to your phone, rush to your computer to try to make a video or something so you can be the first one to talk about it, man. Hold on, you got to relax, man. As soon as they said this story earlier, when I heard about it, when I woke up like around maybe like 4 or something this morning, and I heard them talk about this on the news. And the first thing that came to my mind was, well, they are not identifying who it is. Don't jump to conclusions. We can't confirm or deny that it was members of Tren de Aragua because they didn't tell us. They told us they got the surveillance footage. They said they got lots of people, witnesses. They even said they had at this point, they even had nobody in custody. But yeah, though, man, this guy's who they telling us did this shooting. They said when they first started talking about this, they said they had witnesses that can identify the guy. They said that they had surveillance CCTV footage of the guy. But they ain't got no name for him. They can't tell us what he looked like. They can't tell us his ethnicity or his skin color or race or any of that. So automatically people are going to assume that it was the Venezuelan gangs, right? Well, and rightfully so. I mean, you know, look what's been going on in Chicago specifically with these Venezuelan gangs, Tren de Aragua, right? I wouldn't be surprised if some of them dudes, I'm saying, man, if they down here in Columbus, they better fall back. We ain't got no trains down here. We got buses. And man, listen, you hear me? Quit playing. You know what I'm talking about? They will get dealt with ASAP. You hear me? No games. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they failed to tell us who this person is. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were assuming that he was one of them. Come to find out. And I just don't believe this. I just don't believe it, man. They showing us random pictures of guys on the subway. I mean, you know, maybe possibly shit. Well, listen here, man. I mean, like, I'm just saying, man, I don't be buying this stuff, man. Right? They saying that this is him right here. He's one of the shooters or the shooter. I'm not buying this, y'all. I'm not going to believe what they telling me just because they telling me this, man. Right? But according to what they saying on the TV, they're telling us that it was this guy. His name is Randy Davis. You know? This don't even look like footage from the same day because, I mean, did this happen today? Is this picture from today? Like, is this picture from a time ago or what's going on? I mean, how can we corroborate if this picture right here in the white hoodie is him in the red Nike hoodie? Is this the footage from today? Like, I'm just saying, man. I don't be just believing stuff just because they telling us this, man. I'm just be honest with you, bro. All right. This is who they telling us did it. So for no reason at all, Randy Davis goes on the blue train, pop 4 people while they're asleep, homeless people, rough sleepers. Body these people, innocent people. So we've been told. And he makes his way off of the blue train to the pink train and gets away, allegedly, up until they caught him. Now, if that ain't a crock of shit, I don't know what it is. It sounds stupid. And I'm not sure if this is from the day. How do we know if this is footage from the day? Right here. This so-called footage. Where the timestamps at? I'm one of them, y'all. I don't believe anything these people tell us. When I say these people, I'm talking about the mainstream media. I don't believe anything they say. I don't believe anything they telling us about this. Even if they said it was Venezuelan gang members, I wouldn't believe that. This footage look boosy. It looks old. It look like it's footage from another time. It don't look like footage from today. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm not on no conspiracy theory shit over here because I don't know what the hell happened. I know just as much as y'all. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing and what I know about these people's capabilities with cameras and pictures and angles and how they manipulate footage like this to make it look a certain way. Hey, yo, pause, Blade Walker. Pause, man. But nah, y'all, man, tap in and walk with me, y'all. For real, man. Listen, y'all. I want y'all to question everything, man. I don't say that just to say that. Question everything. Don't believe anything these people tell you about this situation. I don't believe anything they're saying about this situation. Like, how can we corroborate if this is the same person? And if this is the same person, what happened to the black jacket that he had on the outside? I'm just saying, look at what they're asking us to believe, man. Not saying it's not possible, not saying it can't happen, but just think about what we're being asked to believe right here, y'all. Think about it. We're being asked to believe that this guy, Randy Davis, 30, right, with one of his homeboys, went on the train in Chicago. And for no reason whatsoever, ups the strap, and shoots 4 sleeping homeless people. For no reason whatsoever. Let's go, man. No reason whatsoever, man. He just was on demon time, which is possible. Very much possible.
Begin with breaking news. A 30-year-old Chicago man now charged with shooting and killing 4 sleeping passengers on a Blue Line train yesterday.
So we're being asked to believe that Randy Davis, 30, of Chicago, we're being asked to believe that this dude went on the train, no mask. Well, they said he was masked, but I mean, in the footage we seen, if that's him, he ain't got no mask on. Anyway, they telling us that this guy went on the train, ups the jaw, and blams 4 people that are sleeping for no reason whatsoever. What are these people's names? Who are they? Right? That's what I'm on, Blame Monger. You kind of maybe was typing a little too fast, but I know what you meant by what you said, though. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on really who these guys are or not. We don't know, because we don't even know, outside of them telling us, we don't know if this dude did this stuff. We don't even know if he's the one that did it. They ain't showing us no pistol, except for the one in the camera. How are we to corroborate that what they're telling us is true and factual? They ain't even released the names of the people who were bodied. That's suspect. That's super suspect. Unless they were all minors. It's all good. I do it sometimes too, bro. Man, listen to this. This is crazy, y'all, man. This is why I say this stuff is insulting to our intelligence. Because they asking us to believe, they telling us basically that we should believe this. We should believe that a young black man with one of his homeboys went onto the blue train in Chicago and just randomly shot 4 people that were asleep. More than likely homeless, rough sleepers. He just went on the train and just shot 4 people for no reason whatsoever. Not saying that that's not possible. Not saying that that's not what it is, but I'm just saying, though, how often do we hear about stuff like that? People just running up on a train, killing 4 people that sleep. I just don't buy it, man. It don't even sound believable.
We have team coverage of this big development in the investigation. We begin with Tara Molina. She is live at the Forest Park Blue Line stop with the breaking details. Tara.
Forest Park police just announced these charges. 30-year-old Ronnie Davis is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. This mugshot just given to us by police who have been holding him since yesterday morning, shortly after this shooting.
So they caught up with him, man. Why is it not on camera that they caught up with him shortly after this? See, I got questions. I don't just believe what these people tell us. I don't believe none of this. They both, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't believe this story. This story sounds like bullshit. Let me tell y'all something, man. Right? I know king bullshitters, man. You know, I'm from the turf, man. I know bullshitters when I come across them. I know how they talk, how they carry. I can tell. Listen, I know bullshit when it's being spewed in front of me, man. When it's being shoveled in front of me, man. I don't believe this. I don't have a reason to believe this. You know, I do not believe this story whatsoever. I'm not saying that them 4 people ain't dead. God bless their soul, rest in the essence to them. I don't believe what they're telling us about this. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. So we are being made to believe that Ronnie Davis, 30, of Chicago, for no reason whatsoever, outside of being possessed, not by the devil, but of the devil. How many of y'all know the difference between being possessed by and being possessed of? Big difference. So we being asked to believe that this guy just wigged all the way out or whatever, and he went into a random crib, all right? Or should I say not a random crib? He got on a random train in Chicago with homeboy in tow. We can't leave that out, y'all. He had one of his he had one of his family, he had one of his homeboys with him. Right? We supposed to just believe he just ran up on the train and shot 4 people while they were asleep. Was able to make it off the train and get on another train, the pink line. None of which video, audio have they showed us. They just showed us these still images right here. Right? How do we know that this is even him? That's where I'm at with it with these people because they lie so much, y'all. Think about 9/11. Think about the Boston Marathon bombing. Think about so much stuff that they lie. Think about Oklahoma City. Some of y'all might not even know about Oklahoma City. Ain't that something? I don't believe this, man. I don't believe what we're being told about this. I don't believe this story at all. I don't believe he did this stuff. I just don't believe it. Sound like a crock of shit. Let's go.
We found Davis has been arrested several times since 2014.
Of course he has.
That year, he was sentenced to 2 years probation for a misdemeanor battery charge and pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct in 2020. We've also learned more about the people he's accused of killing on the train. 2 of the 4 victims have been identified. 28-year-old Simeon Bahisi died of multiple gunshots. The medical examiner said his address is unknown. 60-year-old Adrian Collins died of a gunshot wound in the abdomen. Again, no address given at this time. The 2 other victims haven't been identified, but we know one is a 64-year-old woman and a 52-year-old man. The end of the Blue Line, the Forest Park Blue Line stop, is where CTA workers discovered 4 bodies around 5:30 Monday morning. 3 dead, 1 died at a nearby hospital. Police tell me all 4 people were believed to be sleeping on train cars at the time of the shooting. And again, police say 30-year-old Ronnie Davis of Chicago pulled the trigger. Davis got away, but Forest Park police worked with CTA security to share his description through surveillance video. And Chicago police found him and the gun he used on a CTA Pink Line train. Immediately brought him into custody. Cameras on the trains captured all of this. Its video, I'm told, is shocking, and it will be used as evidence. Here's our legal analyst, Irv Miller.
It's unusual to have a.
Why haven't they shown us the footage yet? I mean, if he shot 4 homeless people allegedly on the train, why haven't they showed us the footage of the shooting? They'll show us bombs being dropped on Palestine and Israel and everywhere else. They'll show us that. Show us the shooting. We want to see it. It's not that dramatic to most of us. We done seen and been desensitized by this violent imagery. Y'all just been pummeling our vision and perception with for I don't know how long. Show us the footage. Clearly, that would prove everything. I don't believe anything. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't believe any of this. I don't believe Ronnie Davis did it. I personally think what everybody assumed. But I just chose to be reserved and not say anything about it because, like I said, no information came out. But this story sounds like bullshit. I'm just be honest with y'all, man. Nothing about this story sounds official. Okay, y'all got him on surveillance camera. Show us the shooting. That's all I'm saying. Show us the shooting. Put a number 11 in the chat if you think they should have just showed the footage. We can handle it, man. And when I read these, when I look at social engineering and I see people talking about this, just the stuff people be saying, like, wow. You know, like, wow. People still just go along and just believe this stuff, believe these people. And I absolutely refuse to believe anything they say. I do not believe it until I do my own due diligence. These people lie and continuously lie to us. And I always bring this up because it's prevalent, man. 9/11. And I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, man, who is this? How we even know that this is Ronnie Davis? Rest of the essence to the people that lost their lives, man. It didn't have to end like that. I just refuse to believe that this dude just went up in there and started shooting random people while they were asleep. I just don't get that. That sounds like some other stuff. They said they got him in custody. They didn't gun him down. The foreign pretty boy was good, boy. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I question everything. I don't believe anything these people say. I do not believe this story. I don't believe Ronnie Davis did it. Yeah. That's some bullshit. He said the video is shocking. Show it to us, man. We done seen way more gruesome stuff than probably what's on that camera, if it's anything on it. I won't believe this story. I won't believe this story at all unless I see that footage myself. How do we don't even know if the footage they just showed us of allegedly Ronnie and some other little homie in the train, we don't even know if that's like the footage from there. That could be old foot. Like I say, when they showing us these CCTV recordings, they are time stamped. Where are the time stamps in any of them videos that of them allegedly on the subway? Let me tell y'all something, man. Right? I'm gonna be 100% with y'all, man. I went to Ohio Media School for radio, television, and broadcasting media and film emphasis. I have the equivalent of a bachelor's degree in both, right? And I worked hands-on with recording equipment, working in a newsroom, newscasters, teleprompters, cameras, dollies, or what we call dollies, where they hold the cameras, big boy speakers and sound systems and switchboards that connect different devices to different microphones and channels and all that stuff. I'm also an avid researcher in this very arena of surveillance technology, deepfake technology, image editing software, Photoshop being one, you know what I mean, Canvas. There's many of them out there. Da Vinci. There's many of them out there. Da Vinci also has a music engineering and production program as well. Y'all should go check it out, man, if y'all producers out there, man. All right. Let me read what y'all saying in the comments. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right, but man, we ain't trying to hear that weak ass shit, that old age restriction, man. We grown, man. Although I'm pretty sure they could possibly potentially be some underage people tapping in the clouds, but nah, man. Like, we grown over here, man. Unintelligent artificial intelligence. We grown men and women over here, Jack. We done seen a lot of stuff, man. You know, we done seen a lot. I know I have. And I'm not saying I'm desensitized to the point to where I just don't, you know, whatever when it comes to like dead body stuff, but you know, I have my experiences that I had, man, you know. And I don't believe any of this. This sound like straight bull, man. absolutely insane they're asking us to accept this. This is an insult to my intelligence, man. And they're not giving me enough evidence. Listen, y'all. They're not giving me enough information or evidence to make a sound decision about what they're telling me to believe about this. Everything they're showing me, I have no reason to believe what they're telling me. This doesn't, all this stuff they showing, it don't corroborate nothing. They didn't take him out. Why can't we see footage of the arrest? If y'all bagged him not too long after that, surely there's footage of him going from the blue line to the pink line. If he shot 4 people, there's footage of that. You mean to tell me nobody had their phones out? Y'all got his name and everything ASAP. This is crazy, man. And they really expecting us to believe this shit, man. Exactly. Let's go, man.
Multiple killing on a CTA train. The CTA has more cameras, high definition cameras, than any other place in the entire county. So
with that being said, right, this is a highly surveilled place. And let me tell y'all something, man. Them CCTV cameras, they can be hacked into. Quite easily, might I add. But CCTV cameras are closed circuit television. What's up, Josiah? How you doing? CCTV cameras are very rudimentary, right? Now, granted, in a city like Chicago, I wonder, have they updated their CCTVs? I would imagine so, right? I would imagine so. Meaning that there's no reason for CCTV imagery or footage to be blurry in any way. They got cameras that shoot in 4 and 6K now, crystal clear. So there's this, when I see blurry audio, when I see blurry video surveillance footage from like a bank, a place of business, you know, the local, or should I say the public transportation system, as far as the train, when they show us blurry images of this stuff, I'm automatically skep off top. I'm telling y'all right now, CCTVs are so advanced now, they got them in 4 and 6K, crystal clear. There's no way you can't make get a clear cut image of me. If I was on the let's say if I was on the red line or the green line in DC. Those cameras they got down there are very, very, not gonna say advanced, but they're enhanced. Let's say that. Let me tell you, if a CCTV camera is shooting in 4K, oh, it's crystal clear imagery you're gonna get out of that. Crystal clear surveillance. You'll see a goddamn roach crawling across the goddamn train floor in a frame. I know how these CCTVs operate. They're continuous feed. They are always recording unless they're not. And the only way it cannot be recorded is if it's controlled from Central Station. Right? I don't believe this, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it because I don't have to. I'm not seeing enough evidence for me to believe that Ronnie Davis allegedly did this. They got all this footage. We can't see none of it. We don't know if the footage they showing us is from a year ago, 2 years ago. We don't know if that's even Ronnie on there. They say they got the footage of the entire situation when he walk on the train and start squeezing. Where's that footage? That footage right there would corroborate everything. And you wouldn't have to try to convince us that some Ronnie Davis did it when you could just show us he did it. Coming up with all these twists and turns in the story. That's a fact. Well, I don't know if I say you should be a homophobe, because, I mean, I wouldn't want you to have a fear of fun boys and fun girls. There's nothing to be afraid of, in my opinion. But I know what you mean, though. Look what we being asked to believe, y'all, man. This is disrespectful to me, man. I don't know about y'all, but stuff like this I find to be very, very disrespectful.
Somebody had to basically say, I'm going to do this, and I don't care if I get caught.
We've been in constant communication with Forest Park Police today, checking in with them throughout the day, and I'm told we're going to hear from them, CTA officials, and folks with the state's attorney's office about all of these new developments just a little bit later this evening. You can count on us to continue to bring you the very latest from Forest Park. For now, reporting live outside the Blue Line station, I'm Tara Molina, CBS.
Right? This is insane, y'all, man. This is crazy. See what he got.
Starting with breaking news here at 5 o'clock, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office approves murder charges against a man in the shooting of 4 people aboard a CTA Blue Line train.
Yeah, 3 of the victims have been identified so far. And WGN's Christine Flores is live in Forest Park with more tonight. Christine?
Ray and Micah, good evening. Now, 30-year-old Ronnie S. Davis from Chicago now faces 4 counts of first-degree murder. Now, 3 of the victims have since been identified as 28-year-old Simeon Behesi, who died from multiple gunshot wounds.
Simeon Behesi. (28). Adrian Collins. That's a hell of a last name, man. 60. Margaret A. Miller. 64. So we got a 28-year-old, a 60-year-old, and a 64-year-old, and the other person.
60-year-old Adrian Collins, who died from a gunshot wound to the abdomen, and 64-year-old Margaret A. Miller. We are still waiting on the identity of one other victim. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office has approved charges for 4 counts of first-degree murder for 30-year-old Ronnie S. Davis from Chicago.
It's not clear what the person's motives were, and we think there could have been more loss of life.
Forest Park Mayor Rory Hoskins reflects on Monday morning's shooting on the CTA Blue Line that claimed the life of 4 people just before 5:30. The train was arriving at the Des Plaines Avenue terminal.
These victims were murdered in their sleep.
Hoskins says they were shot at point-blank range. WGN Investigates has learned the shooter was wearing a mask when they approached the sleeping victims, and there was no provocation before the gunfire. While the shooter was wearing a mask during the shooting, surveillance video later captured them without it. The suspect was detained about 90 minutes later by Chicago police on a Pink Line train.
I have not watched the video, but our
Why?
deputy police chief told me.
Why? Why have you not watched the video? This is the stuff I'll be talking about right here. It doesn't make sense why he hasn't seen the video yet. He hasn't watched the video, and the video actually exists. So much so that he said the chief told him he's seen it, and You don't want to watch it, basically. You don't want to see that. I want to see it. God damn it. Put 11 in the chat if you want to see the footage of the shooting. That's the only thing that'll make me believe this is if I see that footage. XL Pro was hiding. Hey, yo, pause. What y'all talking about, man? Y'all very wild. Shout out to my brother XL Pro. You feel me? I don't believe nothing they saying about this. That's the only way I will believe this is if they show us the video of so-called Danny Davis, Ronnie Davis, shooting these people. I want to see him come on the train, up the jaw, and shoot 4 people that look like they sleeping. I want to see the timestamp and everything. Now, mind you, they can forge all of that stuff, man. Do y'all have any idea the level of technology? Oh yeah, y'all do. Y'all play with the AI apps and all that stuff. Y'all know the level of technology, right? I told y'all they're gonna sell this to us like it's cool. It's crazy, man. It's just it's lightweight. Like I say, man, it's disrespectful, man. Would they be expecting us to just believe, man, without asking no questions? And they ain't providing us no evidence. Put a number 11 in the chat if you think they giving us enough information to believe that Ronnie Davis is the one who did this. I said put a number 11 in the chat if you believe we've been given enough information, evidence, to come to the conclusion that Ronnie Davis is the one who did this. Put a 12 in the chat if you think absolutely not. Come on, man. This is crazy, man. I don't believe any of this story, man. I'm on Facebook trying to find Ronnie Davis's page. Of course it ain't nowhere to be found. Of course it's nowhere to be found. I see a whole bunch of stuff with him associated with it. Different people posted. I don't see his personal page on there. Does this guy even exist? Who's coming out in the media to say that that's my son, that's my brother, that's my nephew, that's my whatever? Are we to believe that he just came up through from out of town? Man, come on, man. There's too many holes in the story already before me to believe anything about it is true. I'll keep telling you, I don't believe anything these people tell us, man, when it comes to situations like this. I just don't believe it. Yeah, there he is. It ain't just the look at motherfucker. It ain't just the illegals. Or it's not really the illegals doing this stuff. Peep the game, y'all, man. Start using y'all's critical thinking, man. Start using y'all's critical thinking. It's not the Venezuelan gangs just doing this. Don't forget, the black people in Chicago is doing this too. Let me ask y'all a question. And I want y'all to be honest. Right? Be all the way 100. Right? Like I said, be honest. Do y'all believe Ronnie did this? Put an 11 in the chat if you think he's the one that did it. Put a 12 in the chat if you think he didn't. I don't think he did it. Let me be honest with y'all, man. I don't feel like they gave us enough evidence for me to believe that he's the one that is guilty of this. I got way more questions than they gave answers. And I don't want to hear it's an ongoing investigation. What the fuck does that even mean? It's an ongoing. So what? Show us the footage. It's possible. I'm not saying that that's not him. I'm just saying it's possible. We don't know. That's why I say, how can we corroborate? How can we corroborate that this is Ronnie Davis? And this is why I say question everything, because how can we tell if this is him? How do we know that that's him? It ain't like we can go on his Facebook and just look at his pictures and stuff real quick and clearly see that it's him. This is why they, man, listen, y'all gotta peep how this stuff is all connected, man. Y'all gotta be able to see how all this stuff fit together, man. Let's go.
What he saw in the video. You know, it's not a movie. It's real life. And it's, what I'm told, very gruesome.
3 people died on scene. A 4th person was later pronounced dead at a nearby hospital.
I'm grieving. My heart goes out to those families and to those who lost their lives of this senseless, wicked act. But it's, you know, my effort to make sure that we are investing in people.
Village officials are asking for more public safety support at the state and local level, adding that they are the only community in the county with 2 major train lines that end in the area, leaving them with an influx of issues like homelessness and drug overdoses in and around the transit center.
Our police department and our fire department respond to this location probably more than any other location in our jurisdiction.
We need to be addressing the broader question of, you know, why isn't there?
And that's crazy that you said that before, pretty, because they do. They have their predictive programming, criminal projecting, minority report technology. Yeah, man. They got that stuff already, man. All right. All right. It says there more footage. Is there more footage taken by neighborhood civilian conflicts with footage that mainstream is? I mean, possibility. All businesses most businesses have some type of surveillance now. In some cities and states, that stuff is mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Now you can get a good idea why. All right. Except they ain't gonna give it to you. It'll make you think you getting it for free, but you gotta come out the pocket some way. Man, this stuff is getting crazy, man. Man, they got unintelligent artificial intelligence software that predicts when crime is going to happen. So much drama. Shout out to my man, the former pretty boy, for saying that. It's so much drama. You got this one who think they should be in power when it hit the fan. You got this one think they should be in power when it hit the fan. Yeah, man, they just messed up and tribal infighting amongst themselves too. You did. Coming to a city near you, man. Right? Look at this dude Pritzker, man. Let's go.
There enough security being provided, and of course Springfield's going to be a very important part of that. We're not the only funder or the only available partner in that, but certainly we're trying to put together a plan that will make sense for the future.
We are expecting to learn more about the suspect and the charges later this evening at a press conference scheduled for 7 o'clock. For now, reporting live in Forest Park, Christine Flores, WGN News.
Right? I don't believe anything they're telling us, because there's always a trick to it. There's always a trick to it. Like I said, I be feeling like my intelligence is being insulted, man. I be feeling disrespect. That's why I don't even watch the mainstream media. That's why I don't even watch it, man. Because they don't be knowing what the hell they talking about either. Right? Right. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. You know? Yeah, me too, man. Me too, Blame Hunger, man. They definitely ain't playing. Better make sure you really about that, man. It's about to get crazy out here, man. You hear me? And more are on the way. Don't think that they're done. This is why I keep telling y'all about UN Agenda 2030, man. If you look at the Wildlands Project map of the United States, just know wherever you see red at, When I say that, I ain't gonna say I can't believe this is happening, but it's just very interesting that this stuff is happening at this point in time. It really is, man. It really truly is. You know what I'm talking about? And I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. You know, for various reasons that we ain't going to get into tonight, but just know that I love it. All things will be exposed from here on out. You know? Now, how they get exposed, that's something different. This is absolutely insane, man. And like I said, I just don't believe our brother Ronnie did this. Don't see the way he looked, man. That boy was shooketh.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Williams.
And I'm Erica Sargent. We begin with breaking news. A 30-year-old Chicago man now charged with shooting and killing 4 sleeping passengers on a Blue Line train yesterday.
We have team coverage of this big development in the investigation. We begin with Tara Molina. She is live at the Forest Park Blue Line stop with the breaking details. Tara.
Hey, gang.
Forest Park police just announced these charges. 30-year-old Ronnie Davis is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. This mugshot just given to us by police who have been holding him since yesterday morning.
So they ain't smoked this dude, right? Boy, he lucky. When I say lucky, I mean, if he did it and he did it the way they said he did it, then yeah, he is. But I don't believe that he did this. I don't believe it. Why are they not showing us this footage? They have access to this footage right now. They can simply, like they do in any other occasion, show the footage. Let us decide if we're offended by it or grossed out by it. And if we might feel like we are, how about we just don't watch it? But we have to see it in order to understand that it is actually what happened. We do not know, we cannot corroborate if what they're telling us happened actually happened. And that's where we got to be at it with the media nowadays, y'all, because they've lied to us numerous times. Numerous times they have lied to us. And I think it's high time that we start making them prove what they're telling us to be true. Right? And the only way they can prove what they're telling us about this is true is if they stop blocking his Facebook page so we can look at his pictures and see who he is, because he know he got a Facebook, he got an Instagram, he probably got a TikTok, them top 3. Pretty sure he on YouTube with a, pretty sure he got a Google account. We all got one, right? I'm pretty sure they got ways to see who this guy is publicly, digitally. You can't find nothing on this guy on Facebook except for stories about this. You mean to tell me he ain't got no Facebook page? X, TikTok, Bigo, none of that? We can't see this dude's, none of his social media. All his social media get blocked instantaneously. Come on, y'all, man. See, a lot of people going to talk about this. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to ask questions. I don't believe it. Put a number 11 in the chat if you believe Ronnie Davis did this. Just flat out. Based off of what they're telling us, put a number 11 in the chat if you believe that he did this. Also, that same 11 can go for, do you believe that this is Ronnie Davis? How can we corroborate if this person they're showing us is the actual Ronnie Davis? Is this person they showing us, is his name even Ronnie Davis? Is the name? I'm just saying, man, it's the questions we gotta ask nowadays. Because sometimes y'all be lying, mainstream media, a lot. Well, we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't know when you're lying to us. You know? Y'all lie so much, man, it's hard to tell if y'all telling the truth. Not when y'all tell the truth, but if. Because y'all always lying. Right? I don't believe any of this. They don't care. That's why they let them do it, Blame Martin. Clearly they don't care. Clearly. I think this is insane, man, personally, y'all, man. Like, and not insane because, you know, I'm pretty sure the narrative of this was Venezuelans is floating around. And pretty you know, I'm pretty sure it's people making videos about this and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody asking the right questions. Right. I don't believe any of this. I'm sorry. I just don't. I can't believe any of it. For lots of reasons. One, because it sounds like it's untrue. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Outside of a lack of evidence for me to go along with that he did this. All right. The very evidence that could validate what they're trying to tell us, they're not showing us. There's no need for us to wait to see it. There's no need to dissect it and look at it. There's no need to do any of that. Just show us the footage that we know y'all got if he was actually the one shooting. There's no way y'all don't have it. Like he just said, the train system in Chicago is the absolute biggest and largest surveilled system in their whole entire city. So I want you to understand, every time you're on the train, standing outside the train, that's the subway train in your city if y'all got it, understand you are being watched. Especially in a city like DC, Chicago. You get on a train in Chicago, man, you are on camera. From the time you enter one of them train stations, post stations, from the time your ass is on the train to the time you get off the train and leave the goddamn station. You must believe you on camera, Jack. You can best believe you on camera, man. It's safe to say that when you on the Chicago public transportation system by way of the train, you are on surveillance. You are being surveilled the entire time you're on, waiting on the terminal, getting in the train, getting off the train, walking outside or whatever terminal you at. You can best believe, Jack. You can best believe you being watched. Don't think for 2 seconds you ain't being watched, man. Watching your every move, Jack. You know what I'm talking about? This is crazy, man. I'm going to drop the link for y'all in case y'all want to come up here and say something. It's your game. Talk your ish. All right, what he say? He said Mexicans at least be trying to go back, sending money to build their country up. Venezuelans just trying to shake the spot. Yeah. And that's the difference between a migrant and an immigrant. Right? The Venezuelans are illegal immigrants. A lot of other Latinos be migrants. Just want to come up here, work, stock up some bread so they can send it back to their peoples. You know, they could possibly potentially be staying here forever, but you know, again, they might not. It's crazy, y'all, man. This is insane. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what we being asked to believe about this, man. It's crazy, man. Right, and you know, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. Y'all remember that scene in Total Recall when Arnold Schwarzenegger took that fake head off? Pause. You know? Listen, man. About to get even more crazy around here. My thing is, what are they not telling us about this? What are they not telling us? Right? What are these people not telling us about this? We clearly know what they're not showing us. Look, it ain't just the illegal immigrants that's doing heinous acts. Don't forget, the black people in Chicago are still doing crazy stuff. They're going on the train shooting innocent people. Oh, you can best believe I'm going to do some research into who Simeon B. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. Simeon Behesi. Who is he? Who his peoples is? Can we find anything on him? Let's see if we can find anything. Who is this guy? Who is Simeon Behesi? Why ain't no pictures of him? Where he at? You know, our people probably terrified up in there in Chicago to go on the train now, man. He said the fear of consumer spending is contributing to the current stock market crash. Yet immigrants somehow still find a way to send money to their families outside of you. Yeah, man. That's because they getting free money. They getting real live free bands. 12, 13,000 with the cash and or in the food stamps. Like $9 grand in cash, man. And with $9 grand in access to money to spend on whatever, who knows what. You know, we about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Smash that like button, click on the subscribe page. We weren't going to drag this one out too long, man. Pause. Really ain't no need to. You know, I don't believe Ronnie Davis is the culprit. I just don't believe it. And I don't believe it because I don't have to believe it. I haven't been shown enough evidence to go along with he's the guy responsible for this. Just because they telling me, not proving it to me, he's showing me, not like basically like refusing to show us the evidence that would corroborate everything they're telling us. And then from there, I would definitely scrutinize that footage for sure. Definitely would be. Like I said, I got too many questions. I got more questions than they got answers. Right? And that's how we got to be with stuff like this when it comes to the mainstream media, y'all, man, because they lie to us all the time. Been lying to us. And we're damn what we think. That's a good question, Blade Margaret. So it puts in perspective for you what actually all is going on here. Right? Man, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane, y'all, man. Now, remember, man, I always got to bring this up to y'all. I always have to. I'm going to hammer this home after every single time I do a show like this, talking about this. I'm going to end the show just like this. Just to remind y'all, brothers and sisters, this is law. Legislation. This is exactly what H.R. 1955 was designed for. Stuff just like this. Right? It's crazy, man. All right. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about something very interesting on the show. All right. I want to change the tone up a little bit. Tomorrow's show is going to be fire, you know, say the least. One of my childhood mentors and big bros, man, right here, my brother Byron, recently passed this weekend. It was 53, and it just was a beautiful spirit. Taught me a lot when I was a young boy, young mustache. You know, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? He taught me how to tie a double Windsor. I learned that from my brother Byron, you know, amongst many other things that I've taken into manhood with me. There was no way on Saturday that I was going to miss my brother's going home service. Rest in the essence to my big bro, Byron. You know, he was afflicted with the cancer. You know, thank you. I remember I had a conversation with Byron, man, and this is about a year or so ago. I was having a conversation with him. Shout out to Larry Gators. I said the issue why you sick, bro, is because you trying to remove the cancer from your body when you need to be removing your body from the cancer. Shout out to the big homie Larry Gators. That's powerful. I remember when I said that to Byron, he looked at me crazy. Well, he didn't necessarily look at me. We was exchanging in the DM on Facebook Messenger, and when I texted that to him, he sent me back the mind blown emoji with the big googly eyes emoji. And I just remember, and I got that from Larry Gators, right? Rest in the essence to your auntie, man. Rest in the essence to her. She's in a better place for sure. Especially if she was a believer. She's definitely in a better place for sure. Yeah, y'all, man. You know. I'd encourage y'all to, you know, love on your loved ones, you know, while they're still here. Because you just never know nowadays. Nowadays, it's so fleeting. Next thing you know, you done sit up here smoking the joint with the homie, chopping up with the homie on the phone because you ain't heard from him in a minute. Next thing you know, he done sit up there and died. Some weird stuff like that. From some weird disease ain't nobody know he had, or his health situation that nobody knew about. I ain't even talking about brothers dying from stuff in the streets, man. Not that I'm glorifying that or saying that, you know, I'm just saying. You know? So rest in the essence to my brother Byron. Tomorrow's show, we're going to be discussing, shout out to the big homie, Sir Ism, manhood, masculinity, and manalytics, Jack. I learned a lot of all of that from this brother right here. And Bar used to be hard on me, pause. Right. Y'all make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for the show, man. We're going to be paying homage and respect. You know what I'm saying? Rest in essence to my big homie Byron. We're going to do a tribute to his life. You know what I'm saying? Discuss some of the things he was doing. We're going to also discuss other things as well, man. I suggest all the brothers tap in tomorrow. Right, they definitely do. They don't want you to be sitting up here grieving and soaking over their dead ass. They ain't here no more, man. They either returned to the essence or they didn't. All right? But one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. Rest in the essence to my big bro, Byron. Yeah. I got a few little homies, man, you know what I mean? But I ain't going nowhere no time soon, Jack. You need smash that like button, click on those, subscribe to the page. Man, we about to get up out of here, man. You know, hold on. I got to do this, though. I absolutely must do this. Because I got to always put y'all up on game, like I said, man. All of this stuff is done based and predicated off of this. This is the very legislation they're going to use to back up what they're doing constitutionally, legally, lawfully. Not Republican, not Democrat, none of that, man. Y'all better understand where our society is headed, man. It's not, y'all, man. I'm going to leave this up on the screen, man. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate everybody stopping through, showing that love and that support. You know, I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in the essence to my big bro, Byron. You know.
Maximum volume.
Is a real live positive impact and influence in my life when I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Even though my life took the direction it took, I still remember everything I learned from my brother Byron. You know? At all. You know? Let me get this song up for y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Sharing social engineering. You know? Let's go. Y'all enjoy y'all's evening, man. Stacks from the facts. That's not the song I wanted to play. Yeah. That's not the song I wanted to play. All right. My bad, Joe. I apologize about that.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blind. Victory has defeated you.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear them in force. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear them in force.
I used to be Stacks with the packs, now I'm Stacks with the facts. Now I drop knowledge, used to cook straight, drop crack. E&E, coronavirus, the takeover. CW, elite, brethren, the wait's over, right? Y'all be addicted to the limelight, mediocre bars, knowing that y'all don't rhyme right. You fake woke niggas need to get your mind right. Stupid ass niggas, y'all bringing guns to a mind fight. Now let me slow it down so I can talk to you. I'm never letting up. If that's your thought, screw you. I hypnotize the track like a nigga practice voodoo. Voice of God, Crimson Mist, Tootsies and Hoop-Toots. The rap game is in the abyss I can easily swim through. I'm like the Gordon Fisherman and you rappers are seafood. Grand champion, this bitch, you should call me your seafood. Make sure my energy is up cause the devil's deceitful. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. And everything that we sing and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear them in force. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of the skin sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear them in force. Throw them all on the boat, start shipping them off. E&E, get gratuity for tipping them off. Find them in the West Wing, start clipping them off. Let Stacks hold them up while I finish them off. That phone all shit, man, don't sit by the floor. That Ocean 6, that Bellagio vault. Man, we killing everything like a British assault. And if they sick of these kids, we the illest of dogs. All these hating cats is fraud, filled with jealousy. Another beat murder, they charging me with accessory. Brought to cook, got the ingredients and the recipe. Pardon me, I'm still smoking on hydrotherapy. Literally, still getting paper with the printer off. Y'all still don't got no bark, that's a winning off. So fuck y'all, get a permanent flick off. Don't speak to me for less than 250, that's a rip off. The next move before you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of this easy sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move before you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the loss. Everybody wanna taste of this easy sauce. When Stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false.
What I been for, not only my dreams. I've spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly.